Hey everyone, I'm JC. Welcome back to FFL Consultants. We got a holiday bonus for you. We're going to talk about add-on sales and growing your sales this holiday season. So JB, what are some of the things that a retailer, a gun shop, a firearms retailer can do during the holiday season to really drive those sales?
Yeah, this is a great question, JC, because as you know, we've had 20 years of retail experience. And even though we usually talk about security and compliance, we want to talk about growing your business today. So this week I was actually at a client doing a compliance visit, and he said to me, John, can you just stop? And I know you're great at this stuff. Can you teach my people to sell? Okay, not typically what we do. But I said, absolutely, because I've been to the shop many times, and I've noticed the salespeople just don't have the acumen down, they don't have the routine down, and they're, quite frankly, gun guys. So I said, okay, prep the team, let's take an hour, and we did that. We took the supervisors and we went into the training room. You know, the first thing we taught everyone was, okay, I need to have my mental checklist as to everything I'm going to offer to a customer when they come into the store, whether it be a shooter, whether it be a hunter, whether it be a sportsman, whether it be a home defense, self-defense aficionado. Every gun purchaser has a different reason for being there. We can't treat them all the same. So in the same way, we can't offer them all the same list of accessories and other purchases to go along with the firearm. And the key thing, first of all, is to engage, as we've said in other videos, engage and inquire as to why they're in the store. Why is your customer in the store? That's the first thing we wanted to do, but be ready with how many things can I interest this customer in, right?
Very good, very good. So let's talk about some of those things, some of those scenarios. So I come in a store and I'm buying a handgun. Let's say gun is a gift, right? Gun is a gift for my wife. I want to buy my spouse a handgun for personal defense. What are some of the things that I should think about in that personal defense scenario?
Right, so if this is gift-giving situation, we want to be able to convey to the customer the 5 or 6 other things that should go along with that firearm. Because first of all, the person buying a gift may never have purchased a firearm before. So it's important, again, to have that mental checklist. And I've even seen some retailers, and you might be one of them, that has the list on the counter of here's the 5 or 6 things we're going to offer. Here's the 5 or 6 high margin best buys or special buys we have for the holiday season. But don't stop there. So traditionally, we want to offer them the holster, the ammo, the safety, the storage, the lessons, repairs and gunsmithing if it comes to that. But we need to have this ready. We should be having conversation and engagement with our customer and creating interest in all of those different areas we can sell them to.
So wait a second, are you telling me that there's not a lot of margin in firearms?
I'm glad you brought that up, JC. In the session we had this week, employees were astounded by the amount of money they could be making off selling accessories versus selling a firearm. And that more profit margin is maybe in ammo and holsters and safety and storage than in the actual firearm purchase itself.
Right. And some of the most margin, it's unbelievable how much margin there is in this, other than the payroll attribute of it, but services, right? Services. So let's talk about some of the services that you can provide as that positive attribute, as that add-on sale for that gun purchase.
Right. So, well, if you're new to the business, you may not know this, but your veterans out there, veteran FFLs, know that training, education, CCW training classes, NRA training classes, if you have a range, you know how important that is to your business. And, you know, just having those people know that you offer those services, and hey, maybe we give them a discount with every new firearm purchase. Maybe we get the education in place at the time of the firearm purchase and not let that customer go someplace else to find it elsewhere when they should be finding it right here. And most retailers, most FFLs may not be advertising that correctly as part of the firearms purchase. There might be a training room in the back or off to the side or maybe even across the street where it's not evident that they have those services available. And those are huge margin products, as we know.
Huge opportunities, huge opportunities. So this is that time of year, right? You're closing out your business for the year or getting really close to the end of your fiscal year or calendar year, however your accounting practices work. So this is vitally important. You want to clear out that merchandise. New merchandise is coming in. SHOT Show is right around the corner. All that new product's going to be delivered. All that new product's going to be checked out at SHOT. You're going to want to bring that new stuff in. So you definitely want to drive those sales and get that business flourishing during this time of year especially.
Yeah. And now is a great time to clean off the back shelves. How many stockrooms have you been in where you just find merchandise in the back room collecting dust? I'm not talking about firearms.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
absolutely.
accessories, holsters, targets, stuff that may be a year or two old, but still valuable to somebody who doesn't have any of that, whatever that is yet. Might be an old scope, might be sighting glasses, it might be something that, maybe it's scope rings for an for a former model rifle. Might be something that you just want to get rid of, put it in a dump bin up front. Right?
Oh, absolutely. Right. Blow that merchandise out. You want to create excitement around the products you have to offer and drive that business to those products that are maybe obsolete or maybe close to obsolete. You want to drive business to that. Even if it's a few bucks, if you're making what you bought the product for, you definitely want to get that investment back for sure. Absolutely. Right. So 'tis the season, like I said, you want to drive those sales. So let's get out there and make things happen.
But wait
JP, what's up?
Wait, John, it's December, okay? December's not the end of our holiday selling season.
It's not?
No, it's not. Of course it's not. And if you are a qualified and veteran retailer, you know about this. Every other retailer does this. But you must be doing a bag stuffer this holiday season. You must be having a bounce back coupon in your bag for every customer in December to get them back into your store in January, February, or March.
That almighty bounce back.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about some of the things some of the easy things you can do a bounce back for that really cost you very little in the big scheme of things.
John, that's just so easy. So if I'm giving a firearm as a purchase, that person's going to have to come back and get an accessory, get a holster, get ammo, maybe safety and storage, and depending on what their lifestyle is or what they're going to be doing with their new firearm, they need to be coming back for all of their accessories. So make it an incentive for that customer to get it as part of the gift. Come back in and get a discount, and you decide the discount. You decide what's going to be on special. Will it be holsters or storage or services or range time or gunsmithing fees? Maybe it's just simple repairs and additions or modifications they want to do to their firearm.
So JB, you mentioned the gunsmithing, the training, the range time. Are those all viable solutions that you could offer as add-on sales?
Imagine putting a bag stuffer or a coupon or a certificate of some type that you can make up on your office computer, put in a bag, and that person gives it with a gift at Christmas that says range time is a discount in January or February, training time, certification for CCW holders, any of those training educational services, high profit, high margin. Get those customers back into your store, make your FFL the place for that person to go for any of their firearms needs. That's a great idea for a bounce back coupon.
Right, and once a person makes that purchase of the firearm, some of the things that the gunsmith can do, accessorizing that firearm, adding on different little accessories and such, that's definitely some money to be made there and actually drive some profit through that gunsmith operation, right?
Absolutely.
That's great. So let's talk about the ammunition. We touched on it a little bit, the ammo aspect, right? Because we want to talk about that self-defense ammo, right? The hollow point, the hydroshock, whatever the case may be. But we also want to talk about that training ammunition.
Right. So if you go to the big box retailers, you know this happens already. We used to call it stack 'em high, watch 'em fly. So you go ahead and, whether you did a special buy or not, figure out what ammo you want to push for the holiday season. And here's the trick, okay? If you're watching, and I'm sorry for giving up the secret here, and I hope this client isn't watching, but here's her trick, ready? For every firearm purchaser, they're offered two boxes of ammo, okay? One's target and one's self-defense. And obviously the education goes along with it. So It's not do you want, it's how many would you like. That is the secret. And this sells 90% of the time. So this should be, this is very valuable to you. 90% of the times you ask, how many would you like versus do you want? You'll find your customers actually accepting one of those two offers each and every time. Every firearm needs ammunition. So,
goes without saying.
And very often they'll take both. And once they understand the difference, they might even take more target ammo than the self-defense, which are logical. Yep. But it's a great, easy sell, add-on accessory, profit driver for the holiday season with every gun purchase.
That's great information. So we hope you found this information very helpful, and we hope that it drives your holiday sales. We hope you have a very successful and happy holiday season. I'm JC.
And I'm JB, so go find us on Facebook.
And check us out on FFLconsultants.com.